Dear Q Talks, I'm a pop culture queen. I'm a pop culture queen because I am all knowing in the land of pop culture. Well, pop culture is fun. It's an escape, and it's something to. It doesn't seem negative. It seems like it's always full of life. It's always on trend. Always something going on. Dealing with fashion, music, lifestyle, and it covers a whole gamut of things. Well, it depends on how you spin it. It depends how you spin pop culture, because with pop culture, of course, you can go the route of, such and such is sleeping with such and such, or she's, doing X, Y, and Z. But if you're just telling what the story is in a comical way or a lively way, I don't think that it's necessary for the life of human beings, but I think that it's something that gets people by, because there's so many things going on in the world as far as, a lot of deaths, a lot of racism, a lot of just things that some things you can't control, some things you can't control. And I think that it is it's entertainment. And who doesn't want to be entertained? I've always loved Twitter because 140 characters are my friends. But I'm Twitter. I'm on Instagram now, so I enjoy Instagram. I'm not really a fan of Facebook because I just recently came off of Facebook. I came off of Facebook because I just felt like I was connected to people who I really was not connected to, and I feel like the people that I'm connected to on Instagram or Twitter, I get a better response from them. I think that with Facebook, it makes you feel like you always have to, I don't know, I won't say keep up with the Joneses, but I would say that it's just different, because I think that most people who stay on Facebook just wanting to know what, the girl next door ended up doing, but you really don't care. And see, with Instagram and Twitter, it's not about caring. It's just you just saying what you have to say, and then someone who enjoys what you're saying connects with you. Do I feel that social media is helping pop culture? Yes and no. I have a love-hate relationship with social media. Well, my love-hate with social media is that, of course, it's a fantasy. It's not realist, but I feel that it's become real to a lot of different people, where they base their life judgments and life movements on these strangers. But at the same time, you enjoy the strangers' admiration of what things that you do. Do I think social media has ever affected me? No. Social media doesn't affect me in that aspect, because the way that I was raised, I wasn't raised to really be obsessed with what someone had to say about me. I've always danced to my own drum. Like I said before, I'm an only child, so, I can take it or leave it. I'm an introvert and I'm an extrovert at the same time, where, I enjoy company, but I can go weeks and I can go days without speaking to someone and I would be fine. Well, I think that when people take things seriously on social media, that they're lacking in their real life. I really do, because social media causes people to want things that they want, but they're not wanting to work for it. Social media causes you to look at yourself in a different types of glasses that you would if you didn't have it so magnified. Because, for instance, in this day and age, like with the teenagers, and a lot of them are getting bullied, and a lot of them are, going through things that are magnified because social media, there's pictures, there's audio, there's all kinds of things that I've went through, you went through. Everyone has had their form of bullying. But because of social media, it magnifies it so much that they don't have such a strong support system at their homes. They take it to heart, which causes them to want to commit suicide, which causes them to want to be in depression and not really being able to grasp real life and how to, maneuver it. Well, a lot of people might say that pop culture isn't positive because, most people, when you think of an entertainment journalist, you don't think about someone who is just telling the story. You're not thinking of someone who's saying, oh, this is the hottest spot here. You're thinking of someone who is, girl, let me tell you about this and how this is going down, and she slept with this and she slept with that. Yes, I talk about that because people want to know that. That's entertainment. But, I think that the way that I express myself and the way I tell stories, I don't push negativity because my personality isn't as such, where you wouldn't have, if you look on any of the things that I've put out, none of the things that I talk about, whether it's a negative situation or a positive situation, someone can say, oh my God, Angela is a gossip. You would just be like, oh, she tells things entertaining and that's entertainment news. The advice that I would give someone who is relying on social media to dictate how they're going to live their lives, I would tell them to get off of it. I would tell them to limit their time on there, and I would tell them to increase the time that they spend with real people who support and understand who they are as a person. Sincerely, a pop culture queen.